I did you know about this? Welcome back to the YouTube! Welcome back, guys. We're back here again with another video. It has been a little while since I've made a Q&A. I have asked you guys loads of questions recently, so I thought, you know what? It's time for me to answer the questions. You guys ask me the questions, and I answer them. We've had loads of questions have been asked, but I can't answer them all, but I have picked a lot of them. I like doing these videos, guys, because it's just like a bit more personal, like you get to know a bit more about me as a creator, and it's just nice. It's just a nice way for me to interact with you guys. We're going to go through them as quickly as Henry can. Also, I just want to say thank you for everyone that asked me all these questions. Really appreciate you taking the time, and I'm glad you're interested. Have any of your shorts been loosely based on true stories, or are they more general caricatures of various things? I don't know what that means, but yes, they are. A lot of my videos are based on true stories. I went to 3 different primary schools and 1 different secondary school. So I went to loads of different schools and I had loads of different experiences and funny stories. I met a lot of different kids. A lot of my experiences are based on true stories that happened to me. And then other things are just things I've made up in my own weird brain. I have 5 questions. Oh my God, you greedy frick. How did you start your YouTube career? I started my YouTube career pretty much a year ago. I now have a team of people helping me do my YouTube. My management team now helps me edit my longer videos and help me upload them for me. But before that, I was just doing it myself, but I found it was just taking up too much time for me. So how did I start it? Through my management team, really. And it kick-started about a year ago. Number 2, will you still make videos about Henry, Isabel, and the Year 7 Chavs? Yeah, absolutely. I bloody plan to. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. Number 3, will there be new characters? Yes, there will. Yes. 4, when did you start YouTube? Oh, I've already answered that. About a year ago. 5, do your friends have TikTok accounts? Yes, they do. They don't post videos, although one of them used to. One of them used to ages ago, and he was the reason I actually got into making videos. But we'll get more into that later. Next question, how many have you done today? 2. It's 11:47 a.m. Is that bad? I don't know. Has the Henry law ended? No, it definitely hasn't. There will be more Henry lore to come. Don't you worry. New characters and everything. I've got 3 questions. Oh my God, there's another greedy person. Can you bring back Mr. Doss? Hi class, how you doing? Yeah, I can bring back Mr. Doss. If enough of you want Mr. Doss back, he's coming back. Is Henry's mum going to make a comeback? You guys want some of the really random rogue characters to make an reappearance? Yeah, sure. Henry's mum can come back. If you didn't make videos for a living, what would you have done? Ooh, that's a good question. If I didn't make videos, I probably would have become a personal trainer. So before I went full-time on TikTok, I'm gonna bring this hood down because it's really hot. It's actually really hot in this room. To be honest, just wearing this hoodie is enough to make me sweat my bollocks off. So the hood's coming down. Well, before I went full-time making videos, I was training to become a personal trainer. That was always going to be my plan B if the video thing didn't work. And I got my qualification to be a personal trainer, to train people up to be fit. And yeah, well, after I got the qualification, I was like, well, do I want to do that or do I carry on making the videos? And at the time, I was doing really well making the videos. So I thought it'd be silly not to carry on. And that was 4 years ago. And look at where we are now. Definitely the best choice I ever made. Will you ever animate your videos? I just think they would look 10 times better than they already are. I would absolutely love to get my videos animated. I just have absolutely no idea how to do that. But I do agree. I think an animated show, I would love to have my own animated show. Then I wouldn't be limited to like what you can see visually, because when you animate things, you can make things look however you want. I would love that. What did you take for your GCSEs? Oh God. God, this takes me back. Oh God, this takes me back. I did applied science. That's one that springs to mind because I didn't like it. Oh, PE, geography, business. I think that was it. You only do 4, don't you? Or was that A-levels you do 4? Yeah, and then all the rest. Shows how much to remember from it, doesn't it? What has got to be the most chaotic moment that has ever happened in your class? Okay, one moment does spring to mind, and that is when one of my IT teachers was very angry. My class used to absolutely love making this teacher angry because his reactions would just be so funny. His eyes would open really wide. Unfortunately, people used to just like taking the piss out of this teacher. Anyway, one day he got so angry, he picked up a chair and threw it at the student, and he got reported and then got the sack. So that teacher unfortunately didn't come back to the school after that. Yeah, he was fired. Who would win between 50 year 7s and 1 Henry? I would say the 50 year 7s. I know a lot of you would like me to say Henry. 50 year 7s is just too many. I think 1-on-1 Henry would win. Maybe even 1 versus 2. But 50, Nah. Is Henry ever going to be smart again? It would have been a perfect ending to your trilogy. Yes, he will be. He will be one day. I might do some more backstory to Henry. I'm also going to continue Henry's story more eventually. I haven't got to that yet. I haven't written anything, but if that's what you guys want to see, then we'll do it. Will there be more series like the Weird Kid versus the Year 7s? Yes, there will be. Those of you that are kept up to date, Weird Kid versus Year 7 Chav, that series has ended now, but I'm sure I'll do more. What I'd like to do now is focus on some other series, so I don't want to just do Henry vs. Year 7. As much as I have enjoyed making that series, I don't want to just do that. It makes it more interesting for me to look at like other characters as well and make new series. That series is done for now, but I will probably come back to it eventually. 2 questions. What video did Weird Henry first appear in? And what made the Year 7s turn into Chavs? Okay, so this was the first video Henry ever appeared in.
Okay, class, I'm now going to be putting you all in pairs, so Jake, you're going to be paired with Henry. No, Henry, f*** off!
To show you a little snippet of that. That was the first video Weird Henry ever appeared in, but did appear, I think, a few times before that, before he was called Henry. He did actually kind of used to originally be a Year 7 Chav, but this was before I actually made Henry as a character. Before this video, I was doing the Year 7 Chav stuff, and I was trying to think of what a Year 7 Chav would look like, and I just thought of somebody with a hood up, and then so I just used that. I just picked this hoodie out of my drawer and yeah, used this one. And then eventually when I made the Henry character, this was the first video, and you guys really liked him. And what made the Year 7s turn into Chavs? Well, if you check out my video, the origin of the Year 7 Chavs, you will know this, but it was basically the teacher character that I have, Simon. He used to be a scientist, and he was trying to make a vaccine for Year 7s that would make them immune to diseases and hopefully a bit stronger. But it went wrong, and they all became evil. If you want to find out more, watch the video. Are you going to do a Year 7 versus the Weird Kid Season 2? Yeah, probably, but I would just like to focus on some other series before. I feel like I need to do something different before I come back to that. It's clearly requested a lot. Like, a lot of you guys want that. So the way I ended the series wasn't like an ending, and I did that on purpose because I knew I did want to come back to it. Yes is the answer to that. How long do your skits take to film? So a 30-second video would take anywhere between 2 and 4 hours. I'm talking about to make from start to finish, but to actually film them, 30-second sketch to film would probably take 1 to 2 hours, because I just want to make sure I get all the parts right. It really does depend on the sketch as well, because if it's like an action-packed video, quite hard to make it look right, especially when it's just me. Like, to make yourself look like you're punching yourself is quite hard to do. But yeah, if it's just talking, then it's a lot less, because then it's just the acting part, and that can take like half an hour. From start to finish, a 30-second sketch for me to write the script, film it, edit it, probably takes between 2 and 3 hours. How old were you when you first started making skits? I was 20. I'm turning 24 in July. Actually, was I 19? No, I was 19. I was 19. What's your favorite character in your TikTok/YouTube series? Me! There you go. There's your answer. Will you make a video about the origin of Henry's dad or Isabel? Yes, I will. I do realise that I didn't do that in the Year 7 Chav versus Weird Kid series, but I did that on purpose because I knew I wanted to come back to it. That will be covered in the future videos, don't you worry. You just got to stay tuned. What got you into filming and making the Henry character? What got me into filming was my friend started making videos on TikTok, and I saw he posted one. He was doing really well out of it. One of his videos got like 40,000 views, and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. I want to give this a go. So I gave it a go, and here we are, 4 years bloody later. It's my full-time job, and I bloody love it. And I love you, and I'm gonna get emotional. And making the Henry character, Henry came from like, I don't really know. Henry came from just an idea I had in my head, because as I mentioned before, so when I went to school, I met loads of different weird kids. So I had this in my head that every school had their own weird kid. And apparently I was right. There was a weird kid in every school. A lot of people can relate to it. So I thought I'd make a video about that. Don't ask me why I picked the name Henry. It just seemed to fit the character. He just looked like a Henry to me. But yeah, that was literally it. It's probably not that interesting of a story, to be honest, but there's your answer. What was the moment you realized you wanted to become a content creator? So not long after I started filming the videos, one of my videos went viral. And I was working at a farm shop at the time, and it was my job to pick strawberries and raspberries. And while I was doing this, I had Lad Bible message me asking if they could say they thought that my video was really funny and great, and they wanted to repost my video. They've done it lots of times since then. That was the first time they did it, And I thought, oh my God, this is big. Like, these guys have millions of followers. My video is going to be seen by millions of people. Just because I had so much excitement in that moment, I thought, this is great. I want to do more. Like, I feel like I'd only just started as well. So I had many more ideas I wanted to share with you guys. So that was when. What do you film your videos with? I film my videos with this. And I couldn't do it without it. I literally do everything on my phone. Apart from this video. Like, all my TikToks that you see, I film on my phone. And I edit on my phone. And I write my scripts on my phone. So it's just all here on this. But then my videos, YouTube videos, will do with my computer. Is the condition that Henry has contagious? Because my friend has been acting like him for the past 2 years. It's been getting even worse lately. Yes, it is contagious, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to hear that about your friend, but I'm here to tell you it's going to continue getting worse. It won't get any better. Your friend... I'm sorry. Your friend is dead. Have you had weird interactions with strangers when you were filming in the woods? Yes, I have. Yes, I bloody have. You imagine standing there filming in the woods, just holding my phone with a box of different clothes, just going... and just sprinting around the woods. I was filming all day. Actually, funnily enough, filming for Year 7 Chav versus Weird Kid. I was out there for hours. And we have this dog walker that comes past. So it's his job to walk dogs. So he walks all the dogs in the neighborhood. Every time he'd walk past with a different dog, and every time he'd see me, I'd be wearing something different. I'd look completely different, and he'd be walking with a different dog every time. It's quite funny. Okay, quick fire questions. What's your favorite sport? My favorite sport is badminton. I play it 3 times a week. Fun fact. Do you have a pet? Yes, I do. I have 2 cats, but I do also like dogs. Do you sometimes have your Henry hoodie on and just act like Henry for no reason? Yeah! Yes, I do. Are you really a teacher? No. No, I'm not. I just act like one. How tall are you? I think I'm 6'1" or 6'2". One of those. Last time I checked. Once you get to a certain amount of subs, will you quit YouTube or just keep going? I don't see any reason that I would quit, to be honest. I love making the videos. It's good money. It's good fun. You guys like it. I get great responses from you. So why would I stop? The only time I can think of stopping is for retiring when I'm 105. What upcoming content have you got, and can we have a teaser for it? Okay, so I am filming a video this week. Long sketch. Long sketch is like Origin of the Henry the Weird Kid, or Origin of the Year 7 Chavs. So it's going to be like the student awards videos that I've done, but way longer. Would you rather piss a golf ball or a brick? God, pissing a golf ball, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? I mean, just destroy your dick. I think if you pooed a brick, that would kill you. But I think if you pissed a golf ball, you'd be all right, but wouldn't have a dick anymore. So I'm going to say piss a golf ball. What is your weirdest school story, mate? You keep asking for ours. It's your turn to share now. We did have a very weird kid in my school who actually, for lunch, right, get this. He used to bring in an OXO cube. He'd bring in, pull his packed lunch out, unwrap this OXO cube, and just suck on it. How weird is that? I can't even imagine. Like, I do like the taste of OXO cubes, but that is not a lunch. It's got no nutritional value. We all had our sandwiches and our packets of crisps and apples. He'd bring out his OXO cube and just lick it. It's just like gravy granules all around his face. Are your comedy skits made off of the top of your head, or do you have to script them out first? I do script them out. It is kind of a loose script. I do try to follow the script as I go, but then as I'm filming, if I think something's funny, then I'll add it in as well. So it's kind of like a loose script, but I do need to go off a script. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm doing. How many times have you been bullied because you're ginger? I'd rather not talk about it. I wouldn't say there's many times I've been like actually bullied. Like when you go around school, you just get people calling you ginger, and it's like, well, I am. I wouldn't go around saying, "Way, you're brunette, way, or blondie." Like, it's literally just a hair color. And to be honest, as far as name calling goes, that's not a bad one. Like, I could deal with that. Like, yes, I am ginger. At least it wasn't fatty 4 eyes. How did you come up with your ideas for your characters and their personalities? Characters I just made up in my head from my own personal experiences, and their personalities, to be honest, just developed over time with the videos. As I brought back in characters, and I made like part 2s, part 3, etc. I think their personalities sort of grew with that. I never had that in my mind. When I write a video, I have no idea how it's gonna look. I have a rough idea how it's gonna look, but I don't know how it's actually gonna read to you guys until I've filmed it. So yeah, the personalities sort of grow with the video. How much finger has Henry eaten in his life? By the way, my name is Henry. Well, I would say Henry's eaten a lot of finger. Fingers? Yeah, Henry. I don't really know how to answer this question. Henry's eaten a lot of fingers, all right? Is that what you want? For sake, the next question. How many fingers has Henry eaten on average? Fingers? Henry's eaten at least 7 fingers on average per video. What type of stereotype were you at school? I've always said this, but of my videos, the year 7's then versus now videos, I was always the then. That was the stereotype I was. I was just scared of everything. I didn't want to get in trouble. I would cry if I got lost or if anyone spoke to me. That was me. Favorite subject in school? Definitely PE. Definitely sport. Quite a sporty person. I just always found it the most interesting as well. I think most people would answer that, to be fair. Not everybody. Yeah, there's something for everybody, but that was definitely mine. What UK county are you from? I am from Sussex, the south of England. Okay, we have made it to the very last question. Weirdest memory from school. In my school, this is pretty f***ed up. One of the teachers in my school, and I'm not going to name any names, one of the teachers in my school was found with dick pics on their iPad. I wasn't in the lesson when this happened, but I'm pretty sure they were connected to like the big screen and they were scrolling through photos, and this thing came up on the screen for the whole class to see. They got in trouble for that. They got in trouble. Yeah, that's probably the weirdest memory from my school. I had loads of different weird memories. Just so many weird people. I think the reason there's so many weird kids is because kids are like, at that age as well, kids are just trying to work out who they are. And also some of them probably have brain damage as well. But I don't know why. Why there's so many weird kids? You answer me that. You answer me. I think my weird moments, actually, to be fair, came from trying to make people laugh. I wasn't as weird as I let on to be. I just like to make people laugh. And so I would do weird and stupid things to do that. I don't really know how I got to that, but there you go. Well, that was it. That was all the questions I'm going to answer. Thanks again, guys, for sending me the questions. If you haven't subscribed, then what are you bloody playing at? Hit the subscribe button right now. Yeah, and that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Take it easy. Keep your eyes peeled for the next video. And I will see you in the next video. Oi! Subscribe!
Oh god, please subscribe! Subscribe!
Subscribe! Subscribe!